Welcome to Easy Driver, the most reliable source of automotive information on YouTube. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. There's nothing more frustrating than watching your electric vehicle, EV, range drop when cold weather hits. You know the feeling. The temperature dips below freezing and suddenly your battery simply isn't performing like it should. This reduction in efficiency isn't just an inconvenience, it's a direct result of how cold affects battery chemistry, slowing down the vital processes that store and release energy. The good news is that you don't have to tolerate this cold weather penalty. Modern EVs include a powerful strategy to combat this performance dip: battery preheating. When you properly warm your battery before driving or fast charging, you dramatically improve efficiency, ensuring you get the most range and fastest charging speeds, even when it is freezing outside. We'll show you exactly how this critical system works, and how to use it to keep your EV running smoothly all winter long. What exactly is battery preheating and how does it work? Battery preheating is essential for maintaining your EV's performance in chilly conditions. Simply put, it's the process of bringing the electric vehicle's battery pack up to an ideal operating temperature before you drive or initiate fast charging. Think of it as waking the battery up and getting it ready for serious work. This optimal temperature usually falls within a specific warm range, often around 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 to 27 degrees Celsius. When the battery is warm, its internal components function far more efficiently, directly enabling maximum range and the fastest possible charging speeds. The chemistry behind cold battery sluggishness. Why exactly does the cold dramatically impact battery function? The answer lies in basic physics and chemistry. Electric vehicle batteries work by moving lithium ions between the anode and the cathode inside the battery cells. This movement creates the electric current we use to power the car. When the temperature drops, this internal process slows down significantly. Slower ion movement. Low temperatures cause the electrolyte fluid, which carries the lithium ions, to thicken. Imagine trying to pour thick syrup compared to water. Your lithium ions face the same resistance. They simply cannot move as quickly or easily through the cold, viscous liquid. Reduced reaction rates. The actual chemical reactions that allow the ions to bond and release energy proceed slower in the cold. This means the battery cannot accept or discharge electricity as quickly. This decreased mobility and slower reaction rate result in reduced power output, affecting acceleration, and limited regenerative braking capability. More importantly, attempting to fast charge a very cold battery can cause irreversible damage because the lithium ions might plate onto the anode instead of properly integrating, leading to capacity loss. Active versus passive preheating systems. Not all battery warming strategies are created equal. Modern EVs use sophisticated thermal management systems that fall primarily into two categories: active and passive preheating. Understanding the difference helps you get the most out of your vehicle. Active preheating systems. Active systems are the gold standard for performance and efficiency in cold climates. These systems actively use energy, often drawn from the grid while plugged in or from the battery itself, to heat the entire battery pack. How they work. Active systems typically use integrated heaters, sometimes running coolant lines through the battery pack, similar to a car's radiator system. The vehicle's thermal management computer precisely controls this process, bringing the battery up to the ideal temperature for driving or DC fast charging. Benefits. Active preheating allows the battery to reach its optimal temperature before you even start the car. This immediately restores range and power, and it prepares the battery to accept high power loads at a rapid charger without risking damage. Systems often activate when you map a route to a fast charger through the car's navigation. Passive preheating systems. Passive systems rely on the vehicle generating heat, usually through standard operation, to warm the battery. Older designs or simpler EVs. Some vehicles rely mainly on the heat generated by the battery itself during driving, or by slow charging to gradually increase the temperature. Limitations. Relying on passive warming means the battery is coldest and least efficient when you first start driving. Performance and range loss are noticeable until you have driven for a period of time. It also means the battery might not reach the ideal fast charging temperature resulting in heavily throttled charging speeds when you finally plug in. Active systems provide superior temperature control and much faster results when you need it most. Major benefits: maximizing your EV range in winter. If you own an electric vehicle, you know the cold weather penalty is real. Preheating your battery isn't just a technical nice-to-have, it's a difference maker that provides immediate and long-term advantages. By preparing the chemistry inside the battery, you directly fight back against the range anxiety that winter often brings. Understanding these benefits makes using your preheating system a non-negotiable step in your cold weather routine. Boosting driving range. When temperatures drop. Range loss is the biggest headache for EV owners in winter. When the battery is cold, the vehicle must constantly use precious energy just to heat the cabin and warm the battery while driving. Plus, the cold battery chemistry simply provides less efficient power output. Preheating changes this equation dramatically. When you preheat, you recover a significant portion of the range that cold temperatures usually steal. Optimal energy use. Starting with a warm battery means the system is instantly ready to deliver power without resistance. This reduces the energy needed for the battery's internal operation. Less reliance on driving heat. If you preheat while plugged in at home, you use inexpensive grid power to raise the temperature. This saves your battery energy for driving and not just heating itself up. Restores performance. A warm battery allows for full regenerative braking. This means you recapture more energy when slowing down, adding miles back to your range that would be lost if the battery were too cold to accept the charge. This translates directly into more miles per charge, giving you the confidence that your EV will perform as expected even when the thermometer dips below freezing. Faster charging speeds, even in the snow. Perhaps the most frustrating experience in cold weather is pulling up to a DC fast charger, only to find your charging speed is severely limited. Cold batteries charge very slowly, or may not accept high power at all. This throttling happens because the vehicle's thermal management system must protect the cold battery cells from permanent damage. Preheating for charging is essential if you want to save time on the road. Eliminates throttling. When the battery reaches its ideal charging temperature, usually achieved by navigating to the charger, the thermal system allows the cells to accept the maximum charge rate the station can deliver. You skip the long ramp-up time typically required in cold conditions. Shorter station visits. Saving 30 or 40 minutes on a charging session adds up quickly during winter travel. Preheating ensures you get the fastest possible speeds, reducing your total travel time and exposure to the cold weather. Maximum accepted power. The charging hardware can only deliver its promised power if the battery is ready to accept it. Preheating guarantees the battery is receptive, providing a smooth, efficient charging curve rather than a throttled, slow one. Protecting your battery's long-term health. Battery longevity is critical, and extreme temperatures are the primary stressor for lithium-ion systems. Protecting your investment means taking care of the battery cells, and preheating plays a vital role in this protection. Avoiding excessively cold cycles and high strain during cold starts effectively reduces overall battery wear and tear. When a battery is extremely cold, attempting to draw high power, such as during hard acceleration, or force a quick charge, like at a fast charger, forces the lithium ions to move under great resistance. This resistance can lead to lithium plating, which is a process where lithium deposits form on the anode surface. Lithium plating prevention. Plating is irreversible and leads directly to a permanent loss in battery capacity. By preheating the battery, you ensure the internal chemistry is fluid and receptive, preventing plating during both charging and driving. Reduced internal stress. Warming the battery makes all internal components work smoothly, minimizing the strain on the cells. Less strain over time typically translates to a longer component lifespan and better retained capacity throughout the vehicle's ownership. Think of it as gently easing the battery into work rather than forcing it under extreme conditions. That's just the beginning. Stay tuned for part 2. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe for more automotive information like this. Thank you for watching.